Hey, DRT. Glad someone commented. Nice to see you, Mr. DRT, Dr. Red Taco. Hello, Castaway Drift. Sunny today. It was 90 in PA and 92 in Maryland. And Chase here saying hello to Dr. Red. Happy Saturday, Dumaguete, Philippines. I actually went to fire up the live stream. I was using Smart eSIM. Connection was horrible. Turned Smart off, switched the Globe. Now I'm on Globe and it fired up right away. So hopefully it'll stay um, active. But yeah, I'm currently on Globe. Started with Smart eSIM, wasn't firing up at all. And then I turned it off and switched to turn Smart off, turn Globe on, and here we are. So signal looks good too. All right, well, that works. That's what I'm going to go with. Uh, I'm definitely liking the idea of having two eSIMs. You just have to make sure you always have data on one or the other. Again, I usually basically use Smart, but I guess I could the data that I got for Globe is like a 7-day unlimited thing. The data that I have for Smart is like you basically get so many mega gigabytes or whatever, and then it goes until it runs out. But yeah, it's time to walk. It's time to walk. I only have my Brooks old shoes on, but there's only a couple more days for me here in the Philippines. Today is Saturday, 11:30 a.m. and Monday's coming quick for my flight home. John Picard says hello. Hello, John Picard. Welcome to Dumaguete, Philippines. I don't know if you're new to the channel, and I apologize if I don't 100% remember your name, but my name's Michael. Living abroad here in the Philippines from the United States. Do my walk and live streams normally one Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, but I'm doing another one today. Probably going to do as many as I can until I get on the plane. I have to fly back to the USA on Monday. Going to go visit my mother's not doing well, but my mother, father, brother, and siblings. I'll be there for a month. So yeah, with the remaining days I have in the Philippines, I'll be walking and doing a lot of talking. Uh, but again, welcome John Picard and Roy Camacho. Hello, Puerto Rico. Hey, Roy, I think I remember you, Roy Camacho. I think you were on here before because I like that introduction. It kind of helped me remember you, Puerto Rico territory. I've been to Puerto Rico, old and new San Juan, long time ago, but I've been there. Lee Cabs is here. Hello, good morning. Like done. Thank you so much. It's hot, but it's a different kind of hot now. It's more of a humid hot. Rain season is upon us here in the Philippines. DJ Kirby Puckett, welcome, my brother. DJ Kirby Puckett. Uh, Hootie's scanner said, "Hey man, life is hard right now. Do you have any advice for people in their 20s?" Uh, I always feel bad answering advice questions because I don't know if I'm the best person to give advice. I've made my share of mistakes in life. I've learned a lot, especially when you get older. You live and learn. I don't know if I could give one piece of advice to somebody in their 20s. Uh, just be healthy. Exercise as much as you can. Eat healthy food. Don't drink alcohol. Don't smoke. Don't do any of that stuff. There's no benefit long term, in my opinion, doing that. That's what I would do. Stay as healthy as possible. Take care of your body. um, especially when you're young and you're older, you'll be so far ahead and catch up like a lot of people do. When they're younger, they tend to, have the invincible mindset that I don't need to do anything to take care of myself. And then something forces their situation where they have to take care of themselves. That would be my advice. Uh, that would be one piece of advice I could give you based on me right now. And health is so important, in my opinion. Art Parks is here. Hello, Michael and Che. You missed my first comment. I did randomly just start with LOL. Oh, man, you didn't. I'm going back, DJ. I apologize. What the hell did I miss? Uh, where's DJ? Where are you at? I'm going way back. How the hell did I don't see any other comments, DJ, other than the first one. Oh, I'm new here. Now I see it. I'm new here. I go by Kirby Puckett, even though my name is DJ. How we all doing? We all know why. Well, you and I both know why we call you Kirby, and anybody that has any knowledge of baseball, which mine is very limited, but you can never forget the name Kirby Puckett. That's for sure. So my apologies, Mr. Kirby, on missing that comment. Lee Cabs, don't forget to like and double tap. Thank you so much, Lee Cabs. Happy weekend for everybody. Yeah, my last weekend here before I go back on Monday. Oh, my brother Tony from Santa Fe, New Mexico, 9:30 in the afternoon. How you doing, brother? And Castaway fans. I don't know about fans, but uh, we shall see about that. I'm going to go towards the public market just because I think a lot more people are going to be shopping today than normal because it's the weekend. And yeah, it's hot already. Whew, my face is dripping with sweat. It's definitely more humid. At least it feels like that to me. I should say it's more humid than normal. Uh, Tony says hello to Dr. Rev. Art Perk saying hello. Uh, like I said, I hope that was a little bit of advice that I could give. I mean, there's always a lot of advice I could give, and usually all my advice I give is basically from my experiences in life, good and bad. A lot of people kind of make the same mistakes, um, living and learning in life. Um, I guess it's okay to make a mistake as long as it doesn't hurt you or somebody else. I guess. I mean, honestly, that's the best way to learn is by making mistakes. Just don't repeat the mistake, I guess. That would be the definition of insanity. Continuing to make the same decision, hoping for a different result when you know it's probably not going to be different in a positive way. But you do it anyway. Yeah, that would be the definition of insanity. Uh, Sam Roy, my flight is tomorrow's Sunday. It's on Monday. I have one more. I have like 2 days, but my flight isn't until Sam. It's not until out of Dumaguete to Cebu. It's like 6:15 or something like that. 15 after 6 in the evening. So I have like all day to kind of like I don't know, kind of take it all in before I leave. Up early, I'm running around here, do my walking, especially because I certainly won't be able to do that on an airplane, other than when I'm at the terminals. I mean, Seoul, Korea's terminal is actually nice. I remember being there. It's like you're in a big mall, state of the art mall. Sam Roy, I'm just gonna take a tricycle. I would walk under normal circumstances. That's how close. the airport is to my apartment. But I don't know what's going on over here. But being that they must be having a parade or something. I don't know. There's a lot of people here. But being that it's going to be hot and I'm going to get a shower before I go, I'm just going to take a tricycle. Go this way. Go this way. Uh, yeah, I lost you guys. Yeah, I lost you guys. Let me know if I'm back. No. Let me know when I'm back. Sorry about that. Maybe it's the tarps. I see Jeff Johnson. I see Nasty Cat. Man, I haven't seen Nasty Cat. I haven't seen Nasty Cat in a while. I don't think. Jeff Virgil's here. Gigfoot's here. All right. Thank you. I'm back. Yeah, they're actually shooting a movie. They said they're. Well, when the guy walked up to me, I saw something across the street, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And he said, "A shooting." I'm like, "What?" And then he meant film. They were shooting a movie over there, a scene for some movie. Obviously, I can't show you that. That would be copyright. So I had to move along. But yeah, I could see they were doing something on the side of the street. All right, hold on. Maybe I should just get my water now, I think. Oh, thank you to Jessup. I see you. Tony says I'm good. Lee Cab says it was quick and I'm back. I don't know where is that from that? Maybe. I don't see the, I don't know where the girl is that I normally get busy through here, though. There's a lot of traffic because they were shooting that film, I don't know, a scene along the sidewalk. I will get water right here. I gotta get just the small one. Small one. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna get my water now. Very humid. Bill Meyer, thank you for the thank you. Hold on. I'm gonna open this. Welcome, Bill. Nice to see you. Saturday stroll, and there's lots of traffic. Like I said, way down the other end, it's backed up because they're shooting a scene for a film for, I don't know, some movie. I saw it when I was down there, but yeah, when I'm doing a live stream, I can't be showing you because they're shooting a film, and that's just the way it is. When someone's doing film, what they were doing. But yeah, so now you see all the traffic. It's all backed up because they're shooting a scene, film, movie down that way. Bill, all right. Good morning, Howard Berry. I'm doing good, Howard. Nice to see you again. Happy Saturday in Dumaguete, Philippines. Busy traffic right here. That's just because up the street, first time I've ever seen that. They're actually shooting a scene for some movie related thing. It was on the left hand side, but um, Bill Meyer says, so hot now I need air conditioner running 5 hours a day. That's good though. Only 5 hours a day. Some people run it nonstop here. I only run it obviously when I'm in my apartment, when I'm sleeping. for the most part, and then I turn it off. But yeah, the infamous public market. Happy Saturday. Yeah, a couple more days and I'm off. Buckled up in a plane. Well, 4 airplanes total. Yeah, busy, 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 busy Saturday. I figured it'd be crazy here. It usually is. But yeah, sweat dripping down my face. SWAT says hello, hello, SWAT. Welcome to Dumaguete, Philippines. Uh, Bill Meyer says 60 degrees at night. Yeah, that's perfect for sleeping at night. Hopefully, I'll get to experience some cool like weather like that at night in Pennsylvania. I guess June can give you that a little bit. Definitely May. How was the audio and video? Like I said, I'm using Globe right now. Um, I had it set up for smart eSIM data, and then it wasn't loading at all. And then I switched to Globe, and it fired right up. Uh, how often do they shoot movies in the Philippines? Well, that's a good question, Tony. That's the first time I ever stumbled upon something like that. When I saw so many people, I was like, "Is there a parade? Is there an accident or something?" Because they did have like security all over the place, but the reason was they were shooting a film, some scene for some movie. I've never seen that before, but again, it doesn't surprise me. I guess when you're making movie, I don't know if it was a Philippine movie or I would assume it was a Philippine production type thing. It didn't strike me as like American film related, but could have been. Sheen Shine Abdallah says, hello, friend. Hello, Sheen Shine Abdallah. Welcome to Dumaguete, Philippines. Out on a Saturday stroll. Uh, Actually, I'm at the public market right now. Bill says a little spotty at times, but not bad. All right. I've never used Globe that many times because Smart usually doesn't, you know, fail me that often. But today was strange. Like right away, I couldn't even get the live stream wouldn't even give me like a 3, 2, 1 countdown. It wouldn't even start up. So, needless to say, I went with Globe. We'll see how that works out. Uh, yeah, it's definitely sweaty, humid, 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 humid today. This is the Philippines. This is the Philippines. I'm from United States, living abroad here in the Philippines. I've been in the Philippines since 2024. July, I came here. 2024 was only supposed to stay for 2 months. Ended up liking it so much, extended well beyond the 2 months. And audio is good. Video is a bit blurry. All right, Tony. It's just gonna be a trial and error kind of thing. It's just gonna be a trial and error. Sometimes you just gotta do with what you got. At least I have Globe. Because if I only had Smart, I wouldn't be doing a live stream at all. It's 11:46 a.m. Saturday, 11:46 a.m. here in the Philippines. That's what time it is, Hussein. It's 11:46 or 11:47. Sheen says, "What's the best, Philippines or Thailand?" I've never been to Thailand, so I can't compare. Um, I've heard good things about Thailand. Honestly, if you want to consider it a negative, the only negative I've ever heard from other people in regards to Thailand is they just said there's just not a lot of people that speak English. I guess the language can be a little difficult. So, that's one thing I've heard. But other than that, I haven't really heard any other negative things. It could just be challenging for someone like me or, someone else who speaks English as their primary language. I gotta go down this way. Okay. Tony says, coming out real good, even the clouds behind you. Well, that's good. Hey, I remember you, Mr. Runner 5K. I can't forget a name like that because when you have a name Runner 5K, that means you're like an athlete or something like that, in my opinion. So I could, I definitely remember Runner 5K. Appreciate you being here. Mitch, I'm going to go with Michigan Man or Mitch says, what part of PA are you from? I was born in Altoona, Pennsylvania, which is Western Pennsylvania. My U.S. address is Mechanicsburg, PA, which is Central Pennsylvania. But that's what part I'm currently at, Mechanicsburg, which is basically right next to Harrisburg. That's where I'll be flying in when I go home, Harrisburg. But again, thank you for coming back, Runner 5K and Mishman. Yeah, born in Altoona, but currently in Central PA, which is Mechanicsburg. Uh, you know what? They listen. Third world countries need to listen to music of Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. They listen to a lot of American music, uh, oldies. I hear more older stuff than probably newer stuff. But they've listened. I've heard them listening playing Guns N' Roses. I've heard, and that's like on a speaker box out for everybody to hear. Guns N' Roses, Metallica. You'd be surprised the music they listen to here in the Philippines, as well as singing karaoke too. They like country. They like everything. A lot of oldies music though, or whatever you want to consider oldies, but memory music. I like to say. Harley Piper's here. Hello from West Virginia. There's a sidewalk, but here in the Philippines, well, at least in Dumaguete, uh, sidewalk is hit or miss. Sometimes it's available to walk on. Sometimes you got to find your way. As you can see here, they park motorbikes on sidewalks. So yeah, I got to basically walk wherever I can get through and get by, which is not always the sidewalk, which you can see. So yeah. You walk wherever you can get around here in the Philippines. Harley says it's 94 degrees where you're at. I guess that's good. Ron Greer said, welcome back to the States. I'm not there yet, Ron. I'm still in the Philippines. Uh, I don't know of anywhere in the States that have the tricycle. But yeah, Monday will be a long day. Monday night into Tuesday will be my travel day from the USA back to the Philippines. Sonny boy, hello, Michael. Good to see you again. Happy walking. Yeah, I got to walk as much as I can right now because when I'm on that plane, I'm going to be going crazy. Yes, know it well. I'm from Upper Darby. Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with Upper Darby. At least I've heard of it. Weena Jumps is here. Hello, Weena. Long time no see. Uh, Z Kraut says the best English speaking Filipinos are in Olongapo City. Fact. Oh, all right. I don't know. I think they're pretty good here in Dumaguete. I don't know about the best, but enough that I can communicate with them. That's what's most important. Um, Tony says, what about rap? Definitely country music. Uh, a lot, I don't know, karaoke in it, but they listen to a lot of country music. Um, What else? Rap, I guess a little bit. I don't really hear that much, to be honest with you, rap. Maybe it's just a matter of timing, and I just never experienced anybody doing rap. Uh, yeah, they definitely like karaoke. With the exception of the Philippines, Filipinos are rockers. Oh, yeah, they love music. I mean, I can hear it playing right now in that building. You really can't go anywhere here in Dumaguete and not hear music of some sort. It's kind of nice, hearing music like that no matter where you walk. I was born in Delaware County, right outside West Philly. Yeah, my father was, uh, he lived in Philly. He lived in Salisbury, Maryland. He kind of hit up some of those places, Philadelphia for sure. There's only one greatest band, Black Sabbath. Yeah, I mean, I listen to them. I wouldn't, I mean, I listen to a lot of music. I really honestly couldn't even pick, and I love music. Music's an intricate part of my life, but I honestly couldn't pick one band or personally for me and say they're the best. I like too many. I like a lot of various artists and styles of music. I listen about anything, honestly. Delaware County says Donald Thompson, or yeah, Donald Thompson says Delaware County. I moved about 24 years ago to the Caribbean. That's awesome. I like anywhere where there's tropical weather and ocean. Uh, I've been to the Caribbean, however you say it. I've been there before. I don't know how much it is as far as cost of living there, but it's been so long since I've been there. Uh, uh, I lost you guys for a brief moment. Cost of living is very high. Yeah, and like I said, that's a big part of why. I mean, for me myself, and probably a lot of other expats, if you're in the hot tropical weather, then you can have the best of both worlds, and the cost of living certainly less expensive here. So it's San Antonio, Texas. Oh, it's hot here year round. Yeah, that's like here in Dumaguete. I mean, although they have their rain typhoon season, some people think, does that mean it just rains all for months and months? No, it's just a higher chance of a hurricane, typhoon, rain-like weather. That's what just started first, goes until January. Um, but for the most part, it looks like this every day. Um, I don't know about the work permits in Philippines. I mean, I'm retired. I don't work. I know people that live here as digital nomads. Like they're just to say, for example, the company, the business, they might be American and they work an American job, but they work here in the Philippines as a digital nomad. I don't know anything in regards to work permit kind of stuff at all. Wow, who's going to win the Belmont? Shows you how up to date I am with a lot of sports. I have no idea who's going to win the Belmont, but I'm sure the race will be pretty neat. Uh, I like watching. I used to, way back when at Hollywood Casinos, which is Penn National Racecourse in Pennsylvania, I would go bet on horses back in the day. Not a lot, just more or less for fun. But horse races are kind of neat. You eye up the horse and hopefully you get lucky. Usually, I would just bet on the least favored horses to win. That's where you make the money. I mean, unless, you can pick a favorite, but you got to put a lot of money down to get anything in return. I would just put a little couple dollars here or there on the least favorite horses. How are you, my friend? I'm good. I don't know if you've been watching. I go home to the USA on Monday. Yeah, my mother's not doing well. She's kind of sick. She celebrated her 86th birthday on May 29th, but she was in the hospital for her birthday. So I fly home Monday. Yeah, I'm just going home for 1 month. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, long, 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 long travel back. Long, long travel back. I hope so too. I'm not sure, but I appreciate it. You can say hello to everybody. Another friend. I have many friends here. Now, are you back at the Starbucks? Not that. So you're still waiting. Yeah. All right. Well, listen. If I don't see you before Monday, when I'm not around, you'll know why. But I'll be back. Like I said, I fly back July 9th. And then I arrive here. Well, I get to, yeah, I get to Cebu the 10th, but I fly from Cebu to Dumaguete the 11th in the morning. So I'll be back in Dumaguete on July 11th. So take care always, my friend. But hey, amping always. And nice seeing you again. Enjoy your walk. You too. Yeah, always. Are you going to watch the World Cup? I guess it depends on what I'm doing. Quite honestly, living here in the Philippines, I don't know. I don't watch much TV. I keep up with sports a little bit, but quite honestly, I'm more into college football for the most part. And obviously, they're not playing right now. But I have watched World Cup in the past. I'm not sure how much time I'll have to actually sit and watch the World Cup. But yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of the World Cups. Hey, if you can climb a coconut tree, you'll get a work permit automatically. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Uh, I'm always impressed, not so much with a Filipino climbing a coconut tree, but these Filipinas, my goodness, some of these coconut trees are higher than anything I've ever seen as far as a tree goes. And they climb them coconut trees in their bare feet. Um, Filipinos are very strong, very physically strong. I've never met one that has a fear of heights. I guess that wouldn't be good if you had a fear of heights climbing coconut trees, because some of these coconut trees are very, very high. Um, are you going? Mitch says, Donald, did you ever go to Pika's on Westchester Pike? Been wanting a pizza there. Yeah, I'll definitely be trying some pizza when I go home. I don't eat a lot of, I guess I call pizza like a cheat meal. But I will be honest with you, I know how good the pizza is in America, especially if you go to a private owned pizza shop where the owners are Italian. Yeah, best pizza you'll have. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, having some certain foods that I haven't had for, well, and over a year since I've been here in the Philippines when I went home the last time in March of 2025. Uh, Sam says, good gift idea to bring from Asia, dried mango and any dried exotic fruit. It's cheaper there and high quality. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to be traveling so light, Sam. Uh, uh, that backpack that I wear, that's all I'm taking. I mean, literally, I'm going to have my AirPods, my two power. Keeps cutting out. It keeps cutting out. Keeps cutting out. Uh, yeah, it kicked me again. Maybe later I'll be able to switch from Glow back to Smart. I don't know. And you're back. Yeah, I apologize for that. Like I said, In a perfect world, I would have constant streaming capabilities with no interruptions at all, but it is what it is. So I appreciate any of you that tolerate that, because I know it would probably drive me nuts. The less you carry, the quicker you get through customs. That's exactly it. And like I was saying before, it went bloop and I got kicked off. I don't remember the last thing I said that I'm bringing, but uh, and then my electric toothbrush, my deodorant, toothpaste, which is peppermint oil and sea salt toothpaste. It's organic. Same with deodorant, no chemicals. Another T-shirt, extra pair of underwear. Like I'm literally gonna have like next to nothing. The heaviest stuff in my bag's gonna be my electronic devices, probably, and obviously my passport. That too. Uh, but yeah, I'm just not into. And if there's things that I want to bring back with me, I'm gonna look into the ballot buying box immediately when I get home in the US and get that set up. So whatever company handles that, apparently they come to your home and pick up the box, and then I'll fill it up with a bunch of stuff that I want here, which is probably more going to be like dried food stuff, granola, pumpkin seeds, stuff that I can't get here, more or less food related. I am bringing my snorkel and my mask. My flippers might have to go into the ballot buying box because they're big and awkward. Um, we got Alish says hello. I guess that rules out taking a coconut home. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to do that. It would be great if it was like a 3 hour flight. Not that kind of travel halfway around the world. That's just too far. If somebody wants coconut water that bad, right out of a coconut, they either pay whatever it costs in America or they come to the Philippines and enjoy a fresh coconut for 35 pesos here, which is, I don't know, last I looked, like 60 cents. Uh, but I'm heading to the mall as I always do because I need to cool off. Whew. And being that I'm testing this all out, I never know how this internet's going to react. So I wanted to do live streams. I know I'm going to be walking before I get on a plane, but I figured, well, I'll do the best I can up until I guess, get on my flight in Cebu. I might even be live streaming from the airport in Cebu because I'm probably going to be very bored. But yeah, Tony, definitely no. That would just, yeah. Plus, I have to take my what do you call it? The thing that you kind of like, it looks like a neck brace for when you're sleeping. I bought one of those before I came back the last time in June of last year, and that makes a world of a difference when you're in an upright position. You know how it is when you fall asleep and your neck's bobbing all over the place. You need something like that, or you're not going to sleep very good. Uh, so that's kind of like an odd shaped thing I got to carry with me as well. Uh, but yeah, pull off in the mall. Where to this weekend? Well, I'm only in the mall up until I go back to the USA on Monday. So yeah, I'm like just doing my normal walk and streams up until Monday when I fly back to the US, which is a very, very, very long flight. Yeah, it's one of those neck pillows, Tony. You know what I mean. Mine's like, it's not just like the lower one, it's like a different one that they designed. It's more hold your high, like really. The neck pillows still have room for your neck to drop, but the other thing that I bought, it literally looks like a neck brace, um, but it really positions your head well, so you can just be more comfortable freely and doze off. Although I don't sleep that great on a plane, to be honest with you. uh, especially flying economy. Yeah, I'm not first class. It'd be nice to be first class, and I could have like a lounge chair where your legs get elevated. But thank goodness for all the walking I do, I don't really have circulation problems in my legs. Oh, of course, I enjoyed my stay, Julex. I'll be back in July, though. I'm coming back. Oh, I'm only going to the United States for 1 month. Uh, I'll return July 9th. July 9th. I don't know. See, they always have stuff going on here at the mall. I'm going to go upstairs because this is loud. I don't know what this is. Sort of. See, who likes to sleep next to strangers? Yeah, hey, Troy. Troy, I got to make you blue. You're always here. I've been kind of fortunate, though, recently on all my flying, especially obviously when you're on a long flight. I've been fortunate to get, besides some people that are actually very nice, I haven't like had any like awkward situations flying my last couple times. Everybody's been super kind and talkative. And then, especially when you're sitting on a big plane, depending on how many seats you're in, like mine was like 3 seats, our way, another 3 or 4 in the middle, our way, another 3 or 4. You got to, whatever row you're in, you got to work as a team because someone has to get up to go to the bathroom. And if you're, depending on where you're sitting, you might be asleep. They got to wake you up. They're going to go to the bathroom. I hope I get a job somewhere soon so I can leave Dumaguete. I've been watching your live stream, walking around Dumaguete. I appreciate you watching. I don't know what they're doing down here, but they're doing some sort of raffle. I see they have a raffle, drawing names out of the basket there. Yeah, they're doing a raffle. I don't know for what. It just says Philadelphia, Philippine Health, Paramount. Must be like insurance companies and stuff. I don't know why it seems like it's smoky in here. Hazy. Hello, Lynn Angel. Hello. Uh, so you want to leave Dumaguete? Where do you want to? You hope to get a job somewhere soon so I can leave Dumaguete. Hmm. Where do you want to live? Do you want to like get out of the country? Is that what you're saying? Uh, Sam Roy says, "How long is your layover in Seoul Airport?" I have to look. I I didn't really look at it that close just because I'm like, well, whatever the layover is, I gotta wait regardless. So, but I will look that up soon. I'm sure it's. I hope it's a few hours. Um, that way, I don't have to run to my next gate. I kind of like having a little time. Seoul Airport's very big, very very nice airport. Korean Airlines is the best flight airline I've ever flown on. Um, but their airport looks like a state of the art mall. So yeah, just to relax, maybe get a good cup of coffee before I get on the plane, a latte from somewhere in the terminal. Hey, John, JHN, John says, hey, brother, here's your like best wishes and your flight. I appreciate that, John. I appreciate that a lot. Getting my walking in while I can because, yeah, it's going to be limited for me. when I'm traveling, it's a long way. Um, Again, I'm looking forward to going home. I'm not as excited because of my mom's health. It's not being, where I wish it could be or hope it could be. So it's probably going to be a little depressing in a way for me. So that's why I'm not really looking forward to that, like the travel, and then depending on how she's feeling when I get there, hopefully better, but I don't know. Thank you, John, for the star. I see that. Greatly appreciate your generosity. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. God bless you for that. I have to admit, I don't mind being in here, but that is so loud. Like, I mean, it is like very loud. Can't hear anything. I can barely hear myself talking. Very a lot of echo. Rigo says, "How far are you from PHL? What do you mean PHL? Is that like short for Philadelphia? I don't. Um, You're golden. My mom passed when I was in my 20s. Hope your mom lives long and prosperous." Yeah, John. Um, I guess I've just taken the mindset I'm prepared for the worst. Um, you know, this is a part of life, and I feel like I gotta yell. It's very very loud in here. I'm guessing Rigo, you mean PHL Philly, maybe. There's Tennessee Caveman. Yo yo Bubba. Oh, thank you very much, though, Tennessee Caveman, for being here. Uh, the internet's a little wonky today. My apologies for the audio and video maybe not being as good as it normally is. Oh my goodness, Debbie Lucero. It feels like it's been a while since I've seen you, Debbie. Maybe you were here and just quiet, but I appreciate you saying hello and nice to see you, Debbie. It's been a while. I got to go downstairs. I don't think I'm going to be hanging in the mall too long. It's very loud. I feel like I'm shouting. Uh, but I appreciate that, John, about, you know, I'm just preparing as best as I can. She's 86. She's had a long life to an extent. Maybe she had to fight a little harder than what she would have. On Troy says you can hear me loud and clear. I feel like I got to shout, but maybe with this new audio thing on YouTube, they kind of block out the background noise a little more, making me feel like I got to shout. But I can't even hear myself. It's very, very loud, that speaker system. Um, that's kind of common here in the Philippines, though. Even when you go by stores, they have music playing. I think it's much louder than it needs to be. Uh, Thank you, Troy. You can hear me loud and clear. I'm probably going to go outside soon anyway. Uh, Rigo says, on a lighter note, I changed my eating habits before a long haul flight, so I never have to do number two. Uh, yeah, that's a good uh, point or a thought process. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend eating a lot of foods that I guess activate or accelerate you having to do number two. I think when I gotta get out of here, I can't. It's just too loud for me. It sounds good to you, but if you could only hear what I hear, uh, I don't know if the higher elevation when I'm flying, like I was lucky when I'm trying to think, maybe in uh, when I made the stops throughout my flight. But yeah, I never had to do business like that. Number two on an airplane. I'd hoped I wouldn't have to, and I was lucky enough that I didn't have to. But that's funny, Rigo. Yeah. Um, Tennessee says it's an honor to be here, brother. I love seeing your daily life over than any time I can. I appreciate that, Bubba, my Bubba from another Tennessee caveman. I appreciate that. Like I said, everybody that comes in my live stream and sacrifices their time to hang out with me. Uh, I'm grateful, thankful, simply blessed. But yeah, I got to get out of the mall. It's almost like I feel claustrophobic. There's a lot of people in here too. A lot. And I like being outside, quite honestly, more than being inside. Yep. Debbie says, "Oh, I know, been a lot of different things." John says, "Was just watching Jet. Looks like she's back in the province again." Yeah, I think they are back in the province again. I haven't watched them the past few days. But yeah, I think, yeah, I did see something that indicated that they were. I actually ran into yesterday. I ran into the one sister and brother, Jel, and her brother, I think is Jay. Ran into them here at the mall, just those two. I think it must have been obviously before they were heading to Mabinai. That's their province, is Mabinai. Uh, Henry Bassard is here, says, "How are we doing today? We're having a great day." I'm enjoying the sunshine in the Philippines, uh, prepping mentally before I have my long flight home on Monday. Uh, Traveling can be fun, but that's just a very, very, and you guys know this, I'm preaching to the choir. It's just long. Um, but at least from Seoul, Korea to Atlanta, Georgia, it is only one plane. So the positives, you're eliminating the maybe going to California and then getting on another plane from California to say maybe Atlanta, then Atlanta to Harrisburg. So the nice thing is I'm only doing, once I get to Korea, it's Korea to Atlanta, Atlanta to Harrisburg. That's it. You know, two planes. Um, Obviously, Cebu to Korea. That's third flight. But yeah. And then I get to do it all over again in a month from then. Walk, walk to the water. Yeah, I'm going that way. Definitely going to the water there, Tony. Yeah, I had enough of the mall. I'm not a big fan of the mall anyway. I mean, unless I t-shirt or they do sell 100% cotton t-shirts. I'm just not a mall person. Um, I had enough of the mall life in the U.S. I don't care for it here. But yeah, I'm going to the water. Funny seeing her on your live yesterday, you'll miss bumping into, uh, but you'll miss bumping into other streamers as much. I mean, I bump into, random people. I've seen people, but well, Jel doesn't have her in channel, I don't think, and her brother, I don't know if he does either. They kind of make cameo appearances, whether it's on one of the sisters, the other three that stream. But yeah, la, 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 la. But yeah, going to the ocean now. I prefer that anyway. We'll see how many times I lose the signal. Debbie said, "Are you going home?" For 1 month, Debbie. The latest, but definitely not the greatest news update is my mother's not doing well. She's 86, and yeah, she just has health issues, and uh, unfortunately, it is what it is. Don't really know what the future holds, and I guess once you get to be that age, uh, yeah, unfortunately, your days are numbered. He went bye bye. Good. I always like these chickens, lechen manuk, or as we say, rotisserie chicken at home. Troy asked me if I'm taking snacks. Maybe some pork rinds. They do sell pork rinds here in the Philippines. They also have chicken skin snack. It's actually I like. It's as close to a natural snack as you're gonna get. Um, it's a dry snack that I would take, but not really. You're fed really well on Korean Airlines. You get fed well. Snacks, Korean food, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like you're not. That's another thing. If you're on Korean Airlines, the food's exceptional. It's really good. Not to mention the service. Bro, I'm too fat for that sidewalk. Uh, Devin, I think you. I don't think you're too fat for the sidewalk. Um, if you walk the walk, I bet you'd get thinner. The more you walk, you just burn it off, and you'd probably enjoy walking in the Philippines because there's a lot to see. You might have to take some baby steps in the beginning. I don't know how much walking you do, but I always believe everybody and anybody can do whatever they want if they just put their heart and soul into it. Uh, you're over it. Uh, I'm not gonna say I don't believe you. I can't say I've ever met anybody that's told me that. It's how much um, glad you're here. Uh, I appreciate you coming on a walk with me, even if it's a virtual walk. Devin Warford. Again, I would hope. I don't know. People kind of joke on here, but I'm not saying you're making it up. Uh, Korean food is wild. It's just really good. I mean, I remember they had like a kimchi type stuff. They just had really good food. And I understand like Korean food might not excite people, but they didn't really go over the top. It was almost like they had something that everybody would kind of enjoy and appreciate. Um, like even if you're not a fan of like Asian food, I would think they have something on their menu that would appease to somebody that's like more used to, I don't know, Western like food. But I enjoyed it. Uh, Devin says, "Nah, man. Last I was weighed at 846. I can't. I mean, I guess all I would say is I don't even know how to respond to that. Honestly, I'm thankful and appreciative that you're on my live stream, sharing your personal uh, business and life with not only me but everybody else. I mean, that's a whole other level. You know, um, where are you from? All right, I got that message. Sorry, I got kicked off again. Uh, I'm from South Carolina. Okay. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I went there many, many times as a kid, younger, early teen years with my family. Maybe even in my early 20s, we would go down. That was a very popular beach location for all of us as kids growing. John said, dude's picks is nowhere near 800 pounds. Uh, I can't see that anyway, but I would think somebody wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. Uh, Gino is here. Good afternoon, my brother from another. Hello, Gino. You're about an hour from Myrtle Beach. That's awesome. Uh, I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. Whoever asked that, Shawan, where is it? Sir, yeah, I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines right now. Out on my daily walk through the city of Dumaguete. Enjoying. I walk every day. I'm a walking, as they call me, in the hottest of the hottest heat and the hottest time of the day. Uh, Lisa is here. Hello. Sweat dripping down my face. Lisa is here. Says hello. How you doing? I'm doing good, Lisa. Just getting some walks in before my plane ride on Monday. I definitely want to take advantage and take it all in before I head back to the USA for a month. But I appreciate you being here, Lisa. And Zelda is here too. Are you back from your trip? Zelda, if you mean if I'm back in the USA, not yet. On Monday. On Monday, I'll be in the USA. On Monday, well, my travels start on Monday. By the time I get there, it'll be like Tuesday. Sometime Tuesday. Mr. Mikey, Castaway, very good to see you. Hello from one Michael to another. Nice to see you, Mr. Mikey. I appreciate you being here, joining me on one of my final live streams before I head back to the US on Monday, but it's only for a month. And I'm going to do the live streaming from the US. I don't know how creative it's going to be or how interesting it'll be, but at the request of some, I'm going to try. Yeah, I hope my mom gets better too, Debbie, but it's just me. I'm just anticipating. Uh, I couldn't even talk to her the last time on a video chat. Like, she just really couldn't speak. Her motor skills are not very good. She wants to say something, but nothing comes out. So, yeah, I'm just trying to just be accepting, I guess, and not stress and worry. Although I am stressed and worried because I can tell, even being here, even though I'm so happy here all the time and the distractions and every whatnot, I do have a little bit of, I don't know. I can just tell I haven't slept, not awful, but not like my normal sleep, deep sleep. It's just weighing on me a little bit. And I'm sure when I get home, it's going to probably be worse. But that's why I walk. For one thing, it helps with stress related things and prevents, depression, feeling down. I'm just going to do the best I can do. I know you didn't want to leave. No, of course, Zelda, I don't want to leave. But I'm coming back in a month. This is like my home away from home now. This is my happy place. This is my comfort zone. I'll definitely be back. No doubt. It's definitely humid. Mr. Mikey, safe travels. Hey, from one Michael to another, Mr. Mikey, God bless you. Thank you very much for your generosity. I just appreciate you coming on my channel whenever you did. And I'm thankful and appreciative of that. But it goes without, being like super chats and all that stuff are great. I just look at all that as being blessings. And I can't thank you enough for that. But most of all, it's just, people making their time just to hang out with me. And honestly, with everything going on in my life, even though I'm happy as all can be, we all have obstacles. Glitch. Let me know when I'm back. Yeah, it's not a connection issue. It's a poof issue. Monkey Wrench, you're even still here. I'm still here. Man, God bless you, another brother from another. Again, you, everybody else, thank you. Everything I get from you, all of you, I just take it as a blessing. I'm humbled each and every day. All right, so I'm back now. Again, I apologize that I can't freaking provide a better service. Sometimes, like I said, the internet just doesn't want to cooperate. And it's weird because it's like a beautiful day. You'd think it'd be working just fine. But thank you, Monkey Wrench Studios. God bless you. Appreciate you. Um, Humbled is the best thing I can say. I'm humbled and thankful. Where are we at now? It is nice that they finally got this tower done. At least I got to see from when I got here in 2024, and they finally got it done a couple months ago. That's very old. But I'm going to go through the boulevard now. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if the percentage of humidity is like really high. And me, stupid me, not thinking this morning, I forgot to pack myself a paper towel. Uh, yeah, I always try to bring a paper towel because just to wipe my face off. I forgot it. I can use my shirt. At some point, my shirt's soaked. So a paper towel probably would have been drier. But yeah, I mean, this is the popular Kaizen Park. As long as you have a signal, it looks beautiful. But those are the things you just kind of don't let it get you down. Uh, St. Catherine, Alexandria Church, everybody like it's very old. Your video is working fine on my end. All right, thank you, Mr. Mikey. Again, I kind of had a suspicion that today was not going to be a good day when I fired up the live stream. I had a bad feeling, but I use a bandana, says DRT. Well, and another reason, not to mention just the sun, I wear a cap. I wear a cap because it catches the sweat. I mean, it would really be draining off my forehead, but it's like a sponge into my cap, which, yes, when I start making a list and thinking of things that I'm definitely bringing back with me to the Philippines and not packing into a buying box, I'm getting new of my favorite hats from King and Fifth. I'm at least going to order two. They're expensive, but it's a privately owned company. Um, that kind of explains it. But I love these King and Fifth hats, trucker hats. It's not a big, bulky, huge trucker hat. I don't know, fitted like. Uh, but yeah, like a bandana would be nice as far as in my pocket. Like I said, I usually just rip off a sheet of a paper towel. And when I was on my way here, I reached into my pocket. I was like, oh, forgot the paper towel. But it's just a paper towel. Monkey Wrench Studio says, Michael, I'll be landing in Cebu in 4 months going to Siargao. I've never been there either. And when you come in 4 months, Monkey Wrench, I will be here. I don't know if you have any plans to get to Dumaguete or how long you're actually staying here, Monkey Wrench. But you can always look me up. It would be so awesome to meet everybody that I meet, here on my live streams. But yeah, I'm going towards the water now. I've had enough fun kind of going through the city. It seems like it was glitching out a lot there, but that doesn't mean it won't glitch out a lot here either. We shall see. Beautiful scenery. Thank you, Troy. Monkey Wrench, thank you for the super chat, says Mr. Mikey, and obviously from me as well. Lee Cap says maybe connection not really good today. That's okay. Yeah, Lee. Like I said, I'm like a researcher. I like to kind of come up or find the reason as to why certain things don't work right. And quite honestly, I've never been able to figure it out. I don't. I don't believe in the theory that they say the live stream is glitchy on cloudy days when the towers are below the clouds. Now, if it was Starlink, maybe the clouds would interfere with something. Again, I don't know. I don't have Starlink, but it's just interesting. I wish I could get some sort of reason. I don't know if there's rolling power outages within the city. And obviously, you probably need power to work with the towers to send out a signal. So that could be it too. Gino said you are good. Thank you, Gino. Troy Key. But thank you, Zelda says we'll keep watching your lives even though I'm going to be gone. Like I said, I'm going to be as creative as I can in the U.S. I mean, some people have mentioned, hey, you should go out for certain foods that you couldn't get here in the Philippines. Some people want to see the Mexican food places I go to. I can do that. I don't know how much people want to sit and watch me eat, but maybe that's something you'd want to see. And you'll definitely see how much more expensive the food is when you go out to eat in America. You'll definitely see that. Um, Johnny Hollingsworth is here, says hello. Welcome, Johnny Hollingsworth. And again, welcome to my channel. I apologize for the glitchiness today here, but it is what it is. I'm probably going to get, just get my little, just tighten it up, as Gino would say, get my neck hair, all that cleaned up high and tight before I head back. I remember the last time I went home and I was there longer than a month, almost like a month and a half to 2 months, and I needed to get a haircut. And it was so awkward to go get a haircut or just crazy because I had to pay $25 for a haircut. And then when you're used to getting a haircut here, 150 pesos, depends on where you go. You can get under 150. The place I go to is 150. You're probably paying a little more because it's air conditioned. That might be a part of it. Um, that's interesting, Mr. Mikey. You're in California. And see, and that's where the part of me was thinking it's a YouTube thing also. Uh, because it was just when I tried to activate YouTube, I had issues. But since since I switched the Globe from Smart, it seemed to work better, and that made me think, oh, maybe it is just Smart. But oh, Monkey Wrench, you're killing me. You're spoiling me. Trying to read that comment under there. Ah, like I said, it gets so bright and dark I can't see. Ah, hold on. That's another thing. Trying to find shade here can sometimes be a challenge as well. At least that would help. It's like my glasses get tinted, then the screen gets darker because the heat or the brightness, it tints the screen, and then it's like I can't even read your comment. Hold on, Monkey Wrench. I appreciate it. I just need to get under this little tree and I can actually read what it says. Maybe I'll just sit in this bench. Monkey Wrench, let me wait and see. Yeah, I got kicked off again. It's just the app just closes on its own. I didn't even have a connection issue. It doesn't even show, it just disappears. Let me know when I'm back, please, before I say anything. And again, thank you, Tony and Troy. Ay, ay, ay. Monkey Wrench says, I'm 26. I'm looking for the nightlife. Monkey Wrench, you're definitely going to find probably more of a nightlife atmosphere in Siargao, however you pronounce that. Especially that location where you see it's like a long road flat where people are skateboarding and stuff. You'll definitely, if that's where a place you're going to visit, I would suspect you are. A lot of people go there. It seems like it reminds me of something I'd see in when I was in Miami. It reminds me like of a Miami Beach kind of thing. But Monkey Wrench, thank you so much for the other super chat. I thank you. God bless you. I appreciate you. I'm happy for you that you're coming. You said in 4 months. I think that's what you said. It was 4 months. Yeah, you'll be landing in Cebu in 4 months and then going to Chicago. That's good that you're going through Cebu. That's what I did before. Well, I've only ever flown through Cebu. That was because foreigners that I met online that live in the Philippines, they all recommended me avoid uh, going through Manila. They just recommended me going through Cebu. But again, Monkey Wrench, I appreciate you if you're still there. It's buffering your back. We back. Mr. Mikey says, I think YouTube is updating their software. They've been giving me a newer versions of some of their apps. And I'm going to have to look at that too. I know how you get updates. The apps get updated sometimes automatically. Sometimes I'll even look and it hasn't been updated. They've been obviously sending tons of updates for the phone, my iPhone. Plus, YouTube, like I said before, when I used to do my walk-in live streams, they didn't filter all the background noise. Now there's some automatic thing that automatically filters the noise, the background noise out. Now, when they first did it, it was awful. Like it was like you were watching a silent movie. All you could hear was me. You couldn't hear any of that background noise. Tricycles, horns honking, and all that's like a big part of what makes it special. And then they changed it, I think, again. At least you can hear some noises, but my voice dominates the sound. Monkey Wrench says, I'll be here. You're the effing man. I don't know about being the effing man, Monkey Wrench. I appreciate that. I take that compliment. I appreciate that. I don't know if I'm the man per se, but I just try my best, keep it genuine and real, and enjoying life. Uh, but yeah, I'm kind of like sitting under here so I can read. This little bit of shade that I have. Uh, but thank you, Monkey Wrench, again. I appreciate you. And like I always tell people, people here in the Philippines, the way they communicate is through Facebook Messenger. I had Facebook many years ago, got rid of it, and then quickly got Facebook back again because that's how everybody communicates here. Most people here on Facebook Messenger, some WhatsApp, but I don't really hear WhatsApp a whole lot. Um, so yeah, like Monkey Wrench. My links for Facebook and Instagram are on my YouTube description headline there. If you open it up where it says more, reach out to me. Stay in contact through Facebook, my friend. You never know. Maybe you'll get out. I mean, Cebu, you're not far from Dumaguete. I know you're going to Siargao, however you say that. But I mean, and I'm sure you'll love it. But if you have an opportunity, you know, to catch up here in Dumaguete, let me know. I'm always open to meeting people. Uh, Mr. Mikey says, you're back. I'm seeing you fine. Beat Battle says, hello, how are you doing today? I'm doing okay, Beat Battle. I'm just preparing myself mentally for the long flight on Monday to go back to the States for a month. Looking forward to it because I want to see my mom, my brother, my father, everybody, that kind of thing. I'm just not looking forward to seeing my mother in a declining situation with her health. I'm not looking forward to that part. But most of all, I'm okay. I'll be fine. I know that I will miss being here in the Philippines, no doubt. This is my happy place. Kayla's here. Hey, finally caught your live stream. Hope all is well. I'm doing good, Kayla. Appreciate you joining the live stream. I know everybody has a life and sometimes it can be difficult, but that's why you messaged me on Facebook Messenger. And I appreciate your comment on the picture of food or whatever you were. I think one was coffee, iced coffee, and the other one was a chicken katsu burger from Melton Pot. Occasionally get that just for something different. I will be basically eating out between the past couple days, next few days. YouTube hates me. Uh, yeah, did it again. You guys are, it's funny too, because I appreciate when you let me know that I'm back because I'm basically talking to myself once it goes out. I'm like, ay, ay, ay. Um, Oh, well, I got a few more days to get the most out of whether it's Smart or Globe or YouTube. Between now and my flight from Cebu, that'll be me streaming up until the last minute in Cebu. And then after that, but thank you, Tony and Kayla. Uh, Tony says, Michael, do you know what kind of plane you'll be flying, Seoul, Korea? It's very, and I'm usually good with flights because I worked around a lot of planes all my life working at FedEx. You know what? I'll look that up and I'm going to try and probably I'm going to go live random between now and Monday up until the time I get on my flight at 1 a.m. out of Cebu, which will be 1 in the afternoon for you guys. So if your notifications aren't turned on, the notify you want to go live, turn them on. It's really simple to do it. If not now, later. But yeah, I'm going to be doing many various random live streams up until I leave because then I'm going to be MIA, missing in action until I get at least to Atlanta, Georgia, I guess. And I got to check in with T-Mobile because I have like a very limited plan. Since I've been living here, there's no point in paying, extra for something I'm not even using. Maybe the internet will stay on here. I don't know. Everywhere I go, I seem to be getting bleeped out. I'm not even moving. But I'll let you know the plane, Tony. It's very big. Korean Airlines, and it's very big. Oh, this is hot. This is the only reason I don't like sitting on a wall because it retains all the heat. You could cook an egg on this. Uh, Mr. Mikey said, Michael, you did good. One day you woke up and said, hey, let's see the world. I've done that a few times. And Mr. Mikey, you're right. That's how I felt. Looked into it a little bit and then just one day said, you know what, Michael, get the plane ticket and don't talk yourself out of it. And certainly don't allow other people to talk you out of it. But no, ultimately it was my decision. And uh, yeah, Mr. Mikey, best decision I ever made. And I'm very, very happy. And I wouldn't be living this life if I didn't live here. Uh, now, I mean, I might be living down in Florida again, but here's the thing. If I was living in Florida, I'd still be working. Simple fact. I couldn't afford to survive on my pension and savings like I am here and not have this quality of life. I just wouldn't. So, yeah, I'd be working to who the heck knows when in America. Uh, Monkey Wrench. Mike, you are the effing man. You know I'm not going to say the full thing. Uh, but I agree with you. I don't, uh, you're not using that word in a derogatory way. It's a celebrated way, and I respect that. And I have no problem with that. Like when I get excited, I say uh, effing something, you know what I mean? When I get excited. And if I like smash my finger or stub my toe, monkey wrench, I might say like truck. I'm not perfect. Yeah, I just, I monkey wrench, dude, you're killing me, but I appreciate you. Thank you for your generosity again. God bless you. I appreciate you supporting me. Yeah, you're just, you're a blessing. You're one of many blessings. Stock investor says, what is the temperature? I'm going to guess, I don't even look at it anymore, probably in the 90s. I don't know what the heat index is along with the temperature. I don't even know what the humidity percentage is, but it's hot. But I'm good with that. You know what I mean? I'm good. Like I wouldn't be here if I didn't like this. If I had a problem with sweating or getting hot, I wouldn't be here. Oh, look at that. Kayla sent the flow state. That's beautiful. I love how that just popped up on the screen. That is so cool. Thank you so much for that, Kayla Phillips, and you as everybody else. Thank you. You're all blessings. I mean, everything I feel for me with my faith and all that, I don't preach about it, but that's how I feel. I feel like you guys do nothing but bless me. Why? I don't know why, but I'm very thankful. Uh, but yeah, it's always hot here. This is technically June 1st is the start of rain season, stock investor. Um, but it's not like, no, like, people think it just rains all the time during rain season. No, it's just a higher percentage or a higher likelihood of a potential typhoon hurricane. That's basically what it indicates. But here in Dumaguete, I haven't really experienced that much. From what the locals tell me, where Negros Oriental Island is situated, it kind of sets itself up. All the outer islands kind of protect it from typhoons, like maybe break it up or weaken it once it comes towards Dumaguete. And it kind of makes sense because a lot of times when they anticipate things coming through here, it ends up being a nothing burger. I mean, it's rain, misty, maybe light winds, but I've experienced more hurricane like weather, uh, tropical storm like more heavier winds when I lived in Florida than here so far. Knock on wood that it stays that way. I mean, definitely experienced more earthquakes, but not many earthquakes lately here. I know there was one in Cebu like yesterday or yesterday evening. It was like a 5.4, but I didn't feel anything here. Um, so yeah, you're in the ring of fire. Earthquakes is the biggest difference, and quite honestly, the only place I really experienced heavy related earthquakes was when I was in Bacolod. Um, uh, Kayla with another rose. Thank you so much, Kayla. God love you. God bless you. I can't thank you enough. Mikey says, monkey wrench, he is indeed. Again, Kayla, thank you for the flow state, the flower. Beat Battle Force says, I'm learning Korean language, by the way, because I've always dreamed of going there when I grow up. Well, I've only been in the Seoul, Korea terminal, the airport. That terminal, airport in Seoul, Korea is like as beautiful as probably the airlines, Korean Airlines. I can't say enough about Korean Airlines experience flying. This will be my second time going back. I only rode it coming here the last time last year, but I was so impressed with Korean Airlines, the people, the flight attendants, the food, everything. Uh, did it again. Ah, I didn't even get to answer some of these. Keeps happening. Uh, but Kayla says, thank you. Um, Sam Roy says, are flying Korean Air on both segments or the flight from Cebu is different? I don't know. I have to look that again. I don't know exactly what airline I'm on from Cebu to Korea. I know for definitely from Korea, obviously the whole way to Atlanta, that's Korean Airlines. I'll have to look that up and I'll share more of the airline details tomorrow. That's a good question though. I can let you know the size of the plane also. What part of Florida are you from? I'm in Gainesville. Monkey Wrench sent to stay hydrated. Why didn't, oh, there it is. I see the turtle. Monkey Wrench, why are you, man, you're spoiling me, but I thank you 100 times, a million times over. If you come to Dumaguete, I'm going to take care of you. I appreciate the stay hydrated. That's really cool. That's actually one of my favorite little picture animated things that I've gotten because you definitely need to stay hydrated. Let me go back to this question. Where was it? Stock investor. What part of Florida? Kayla, you just gave me a gold coin. Man, you guys are spoiling me, blessing me beyond anything. Stock said, what part of Florida? I was born and raised in Pennsylvania, but I lived in Florida for about 2 years. I lived in Stuart, Florida, and Palm City, Florida, was virtually like next to each other when I lived in Florida for almost 2 years. Um, Monkey Wrench, man, thank you so much. You, Kayla, everybody. Oh, you leave me speechless. Uh, Mr. Mikey says, Michael, you bless us too. You're giving me great ideas to get off my butt and headed to the Philippines, maybe Vietnam. You can't go wrong with that either. Monkey Wrench, holy hell. Unk Alert. My gosh. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to find the right one to give you a heart. Monkey Wrench Studios. Over and over and over again. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, I appreciate that, Mr. Mikey. Honestly, the reason I do live streams is just to motivate people, inspire them, and maybe just, you know, you never know. There's people in this world that can't travel to the Philippines, unfortunately, or anywhere due to health, financial reasons, could be anything. And I know there's people that are in those situations that have visited my stream, and I'm very thankful and blessed to have that. Uh, I need you guys in a weird way, just as much as you may think you need me. I'm very thankful, blessed. I can't say it enough. I always say, I don't know why you guys continue to do this for me, but you do. Kayla says, you're back. Tony, you're back. Monkey, how the hell, Monkey? Oh, never mind. That's from before. So I thought you sent me another one. I'm like, oh, goodness, you need to slow down. Do you have to get vaccines before? Josh, no, you don't have to. And I wouldn't recommend getting anything. Uh, I got my blood work done just for my own personal reasons. I like to know what my blood is and stuff like that. And they wanted me to, oh, you might want this, you might want that. I didn't get anything and I'm fine. So I don't recommend it, but your choice, your body, your life, uh, Josh. whatever you want to do that makes you more comfortable or happy. But no, I didn't need to get anything, and I wouldn't. I don't want anything like that in me. But thanks for the gold coin again, Kayla. Bear Shibby says hello. And Monkey Wrench, that's from when you sent me the Unk Alert. Thank you so much. Uh, Kayla said you deserve it. If you say so, it's just very hard for me to uh, take compliments like that. I've lived in, Johnny Hollinsworth said, I lived in Plant City for 12 years. Uh, uh, Josh says, great great answer, maybe. uh, Lee Cab says, bye everyone in here. Have a good day, guys. Thanks, Michael. Take care and have a safe flight very soon. And again, I'll be streaming randomly as much as I can up until I basically get on that flight from Cebu to Korea, and then it's going to be MIA for a little bit. So be on the lookout. I'm going to just basically need to uh, have you guys to talk to because I'm not going to be talking much on the flight, even though you can get seated next to somebody that you can have conversations with. But usually it's just so loud, can be loud in the plane. Most people are watching movies on their phones, all that stuff. Uh, Kayla, see, every time I get in the sun, I can't see. Tony says double tap the screen for Michael, everybody. Did it. Uh, And the weird thing is, I'm not even walking around, and it keeps doing this. Yeah, see you again soon. I'm sure I am notified here. Lee Cabs, always bless you. Thank you for your support, continued support, always, all of you. Uh, yeah, I think that's the phrase of the day. Either you're back, or I should say from like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back. Uh, yeah, it's just very weird. Like I'm not even doing anything, and it just bump, bump, bump. Uh, Josh Heinrich says, "I'm going to the Philippines in December. Thanks for the answer. Congratulations coming in December. I don't know what part of the Philippines you're going to, but I hope you love it. I hope you enjoy it. I know I do, but that doesn't mean it's Philippines is for everybody. Everybody likes what they like. I know I love it here. But I can only speak for me. I'm only one person. You have to find, boots on the ground and experience it on your own and see what your vibe is. And it could be at least you have a ton of islands to figure it out if you bounce around. My dream is to go to Palawan Island. That's where I'd like to go someday, hopefully soon. Uh, Lee Cab says bye and God bless, safe flight. Mm, MLNRT. You know who that is. I know who you are from Chicago. Have a safe trip home. Monkey Wrench says, yes, sir. Is Cebu a bad area? I wouldn't say it is. I mean, it's like anywhere in the world. There's good areas, bad areas. I mean, but no, I mean, there's plenty of beautiful, nice places to go to in Cebu. I mean, it's only a hop, skip, jump away from me. Like, I don't know, see the ocean jet boat, that island in the background, that's Cebu right there. You can take a boat and then I don't know if you can see from the haze, that's Sikihor Island. So I could take a boat right from here and be in Cebu probably in an hour, less than an hour. No, there's beautiful nature. There's a lot of nice city-like things. There's plenty in Cebu. It's like everywhere in the world. You got great, beautiful places, and then you got areas that, are a little bit to be desired. But yeah, Josh, where I'm at, that's why I like Dumaguete. It's very convenient situated. The port, be to Sikihor Island in 30 to 40 minutes. Cebu, probably around the same. Then you can go to the island of Bohol, which is 2 hours from here on a boat. It's very convenient here. Holy cow, Chris, other words known as CKN, is here. Chris, Michael, what's happening? So glad to see you, my brother. Appreciate you being here, Chris. It's late for you. What are you doing up so late? It's 1 a.m. War Walker, how you doing, War Walker? Nice to see you again, too. I think I remember you, War Walker. Josh says, so true. Wow. I bet your family will be amazed with your tan. Yeah, I usually get it when I'm out and about. People say, my God, they'll be like, Michael, your legs are so dark, or you're or like, everywhere that they can see my around. Yeah, I adapt very well here. I do use natural zinc on my nose, ears, chin, around here, anywhere that size that you can get sun. But little by little, if you put yourself out in the sun, your body will adapt. In my opinion, you will. But welcome, Sula. Nice to see you again, Chris. My brother from New Jersey. It's crazy. I'm coming home on Monday night, Tuesday morning after midnight's when I get rolling. Sorry about that. Fat fingers. Where are we at on the time? 105, like 72 minutes. I'm gonna try and maybe walk down towards Silliman College just to give you guys a glimpse. Merlady's here. Hello, Merlady. But again, Sula, Monkey Wrench. Yes, indeed. Michael, are you packed? Uh, I don't really even need to pack, Sula. I'm not bringing like anything. My small little green backpack with next to nothing in it. That's what I'm taking. Just my essentials: phone, glasses, uh, electric toothbrush, my sea salt toothpaste, my organic deodorant, another T-shirt, another pair of underwear, just extras. You never know. Um, uh, Not much. Two power banks. Not much at all. I'm traveling as light as you can possibly travel. I'm next to basically not taking anything. Basically. Uh, Kurt, man, I appreciate you being here, Kurt. I really don't know what you're. mm, I didn't insult you. You took it the wrong way, but hey, two rights or two wrongs don't make a right or whatever. I appreciate you being here, though, Kurt. Um, if anybody doesn't know Kurt, he's a viewer, and I don't know. He thought I looked like somebody that I just not the biggest fan of, or I don't really know much about the individual. He got all upset. I did apologize to him though. I don't know. Maybe you forgave me, Kurt, because you continue to come back, and I appreciate that. Nobody's perfect. You're not. I'm not. Nobody is. So I don't know. I'd say the best thing you can do is just move on and not, worry about it too much. And yeah, I would never hurt anybody. Basically, he just basically said I look like, I don't even remember the guy's name. Somebody that portrayed himself as a cop, I guess, somewhere in the United States. I don't know the story. And he basically was doing like, I don't know, portraying to be a cop, but maybe he was not doing the nicest things to individuals, taking advantage of them. I don't know. And that's kind of how that whole thing got started. But Kurt continues to come back and wants to continue to talk about the same thing. I don't know. I moved on and I'm basically over it. But yeah, I would never really intentionally hurt anybody. And you guys all know that. I do have pride. I do not like, I guess I took it as like a slight insult. And then I guess he took an insult in return. So all right, so we both insulted each other, I guess. I don't know. I just, like I said, don't care. Josh says we all strive to get better day by day. Yeah, pretty much. And thank you for DRT. Like I said, he continues this individual, Kurt. I'm sure he's a great guy. Continues to come back, but he just wants to talk about the same thing over and over again. I mean, I don't know. I've been called a lot of things in my life, uh, names, and I guess I'm brought up. Sticks and stones may hurt my bones, or break my bones, but names will never hurt me. And I don't know. Uh, it's just the wrong way to introduce yourself to a live stream. I guess like your first time in the live stream, and you basically, I don't know, think of the worst person in the world, I guess, and then you go to a live stream and your comment, not that what he said was the worst individual, but one I don't know much about, but just imagine like your first comment is a negative comment. I don't know. Like when the majority of the chat and the live stream is always good times, happiness, people being considerate and polite. I took it as like kind of, I thought the individual was a troll too. So, I mean, what do I know? I don't know that individual, but yeah, maybe he's a fan of an actor, but no need to a good idea. You're the voice of reason. I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I don't want to waste my time on that anyway. I mean, he apparently, I don't know, enjoys the stream or likes something about it that he continues to come back, which is good. I just like wanted to just like say move on, let it go, but whatever. I'm not letting that stuff bother me, and I know you guys won't either. Um, yeah, Mr. Mikey, he might. I don't know. He could. Uh, but you're right, Josh. We all strive to get better day by day. The only person you have to get better. Tony said the only person you have to get better than is yourself. Yeah, Edwin says hello. Josh says he's probably, you know what? I don't want to, and nobody needs to be jealous of me for anything. I don't know. I'm just Michael, simple Michael. I don't look at myself as anything other than that anyway. I try to reach out and be positive towards him and just, but it's like, again, his first comments are always, now he's living in the past. Uh, and I certainly didn't like, uh, it's just pointless. I would not waste any time on my name. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Mikey. Chris knows me too, right? The RT. You're awake. He said to Chris. Um, Sue says, bigger things going on in your life right now. You really don't need nonsense, in my opinion. No, you guys are all right. I just try to like um, create the best community here. That's all. Like, I just want everybody to get along and be happy. And again, this is the last thing I'm going to say about that. Sometimes people's way to approach conversation is in a negative context just because they feel like it might get them more attention to come off negatively than positively. Maybe he felt he'd be ignored or something. I don't know. I yeah. Monkey Wrench said, "Are so Mike is such a positive dude. All of you are so lucky, positive, are so positive." Monkey Wrench, and I appreciate that. That's like I said. I'm only human too, though. Like I get people think I look like a lot of people. Um, And even if I knew somebody that I thought they looked like maybe somebody that doesn't have the best history or background, I certainly wouldn't say they look like that individual. I'd probably keep that to myself, especially when you first meet somebody. It's just funny. Uh, we all do get along great, Sula. Yeah, exactly. We're trying to live in the future with you, my brother, not the past. No negativity. Exactly. Exactly. And I'm going to zip it. Monkey nose says Chris. I'm getting used to calling you Chris now, CKN. You should be proud of me. I made it a point to like, uh, it's just that a lot of people might not know you, CKN, as Chris other than me. Uh, so that's why I kind of mentioned CKN so everybody automatically knows it's you. Says hey to Tony. I think I got past. You always give people a chance, Sula, because that's the way I think is the best way to live life. Forgive people because I've been forgiven. Forgive people. That doesn't mean you forget, uh, but forgiving people. I feel like, I'm forgiven every day. So I should be able to forgive others too. But again, it doesn't mean you forget. Um, oh, Chris, no problem. And again, Chris is CKN. I just, out of, Chris is Chris, not CKN, although, and Sula says agreed. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. That's just how I was raised, common decency, common courtesy. None of us are perfect, myself included. I'm living and learning too every day. I still make mistakes. I try to make less of them. Just going to be careful when I walk past this building because they have this crane on the roof, and it's just like they get this, looks like a dumpster. They hooked up a dumpster to a cable line, and I just think it's doesn't look very safe. So I take the long way around. Sorry for pointing this up. All right, I'm back again. Yeah. Simply says hello to Michael. Tony says, you betcha. Good day, mate says, good day, mate. Just being curious. Is it that hot out there? Yes, it's hot. Is your skin that red? I don't think it's that red. I think it's more red because I've been walking everywhere and it's hot. My skin's fairly, I don't know what shade of brown you want to call it, but I'm good. I appreciate that. Good day, mate. It is hot. And my face gets maybe a little flushed from walking in the heat. Um, lady said that's a good idea. Yeah, when I walk, like you can't really see it now, but it just looked. I was on the safety committee when I worked for FedEx, and one thing they teach you is when you see something wrong or looks like a potential hazard, you say, I see red, I see danger. And when I see that crane up there, especially when it's dangling stuff over the street on this chain, it makes me nervous. I'm like, I'm not going directly under that. Uh, that could be my life underneath that thing. Hot, sunny weather. He has a great tan, says Sula. I appreciate that. I would not walk under it either, says Sula. Yeah, I always look up there every day just because it's just danger. Simply says, where are you now? Actually, I'm going towards Silliman. Like I'm trying to walk up. There's the gym over there and obviously 7-Eleven. But Silliman University's right down here. I'm just kind of going this way to see where I can walk. Uh, Josh says, do you feel it's easy to get by on your own with only English? Perfectly fine, Josh. Perfectly fine. Quite honestly, I've become quite the, I don't know the term. Some people use the lone wolf here. I think if you can be independent, yes, meet friends, make friends here in the Philippines with the locals, but just walk everywhere. I've learned so much and found learning my way around here by simply walking. And it's the best way, in my opinion, to learn uh, walking. But no, the English is now you meet sometimes people may not be as fluent as another, or sometimes they're just insecure in their ability to speak the English, so they're shy. It's not that they don't know it, they're just not confident in saying it for fear of being embarrassed. But I always have to tell a lot of people that I simply meet, like, it's okay, like, you're fine. Like, they just don't have confidence. Philippine people are very shy, men and women, a lot of them are shy. I mean, I understand it. I mean, I'm not confident in speaking Bisaya either. And I'm sure I make plenty of people laugh when they hear my accent. I see. Thanks for the info. No harm. No, no, it's no problem. Good day, mate. I appreciate your concern. There's nothing wrong with that. That's loud. But yeah, this is like the beginning of Silman. Monday starts classes for the college. I guess the high school too. It's on the other side, but this is where Silliman University kind of starts. They go back to school on Monday. You can see the church way down in there. Uh, but good day, mate. I appreciate you being here. And also, if anybody's new to the channel, hasn't said hello, if you haven't given double tap for the screen for a like, I'd appreciate a like. Simply helps my channel grow. If you're not subscribed and you're interested in following and supporting the life of Simple Michael from U.S. living here in the Philippines, you're more than welcome to do that too. Um, I'll be heading back to the States on Monday for a month in the U.S., Pennsylvania, to visit family, but I'll be live streaming back in the U.S. also. I have to be a little creative, but then I'll be coming back. So I am going home for anybody that's new, that's not aware. My mother's not doing well, long story short, and I got to see her. Uh, Dr. Red, current Dumaguete, 88, 70. I knew the humidity was high, and thank you for doing that, DRT. It feels like 75% or higher. Like I said, the minute you walk outside, um, you're pretty much drenched. And again, if you're not a fan of hot weather and humidity, I don't know how well you'll like living here. Yes, you can hang out in the air condition all day long, but I don't know how. For me, that wouldn't be much fun. Uh, Mikey says, to me, you look like you have natural color. Thank you. Appreciate it. I mean, my skin's adapted well. Like I said, just do it baby steps. Even somebody that comes here that maybe thinks, or they maybe typically get burnt because the sun is, you're much closer to the equator. Just do baby steps. Take your time, exposing yourself little bit, little bit. And then, you adapt. At least that's what I think happens. I do. Yeah, the crane. Yeah, I'm just never comfortable going under that crane. Chris, I did go to the mall already. You didn't miss much. Very loud. There was some sort of function going on in the mall. Very busy. Lone Wolf is best. Too many dodgy people. Jim, I mean, I just want to be able to know that I can take care of myself to an extent here in the Philippines as a foreigner. But I do have a lot of local friends, which that's a part of me being here. The best part about being in the Philippines is meeting people and getting to know them and like communicating and making friends with people. But again, this is the college. And so then if I do run into a problem, Jim, I have many, many Philippine people that basically have embraced me as family that they can give me help. They can assist me if I have a question, which is great. But yeah, lone wolf, I don't think is a bad thing, especially when I do my walking. I go to I'm still doing my live, almost done. I keep getting kicked out a lot. The internet's I was on smart and then I switched to Globe. Globe seems to be working a little better, but it's been a little up and down. I'm just standing still and I get kicked off. It's crazy. One of those days. So I figured I'll do this stream for a little bit until the very end, and then call it a day. But I'll probably do it again tomorrow. I appreciate everybody like hanging out, and I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. It happens here in the Philippines when it comes to internet. You just kind of make the best. But that's my friend Edwin. He's the my brother from another mother right there. Edwin. He's a security guard here at Silliman College. Good friend of mine. As I explained, when I have a question or I need help, I have him. He's basically Kuya Edwin. He's my brother. He's my older brother. He takes care of me. He's guapo. I call him Guapo 1A. He tries to call me 1A. I said, no, no, you're 1A. I'm 1Z. I'm at the end. He's at the beginning. Uh, Kate McDougal. Someone says you're my boyfriend. Ay, ay, ay. Sula said, bye bye. uh, let me see. The heat feels great. Yeah, I love the heat. Good Day Mate says, wishing your mother a speedy and steady recovery, mate. Sorry to hear that. It's okay, Good Day Mate. It's part of life. She's 86. I mean, granted, maybe if she would have made some different health related decisions when she was younger, maybe she wouldn't be in the struggle she's in right now. I don't know. That's why I'm so big on health and fitness and exercise and diet. Not only because of her, but she is a motivating factor. Seeing her decline and stuff, and knowing kind of what she did in the past, kind of gives me an idea of maybe the picture that could potentially be painted if you don't do certain things early in life. That's why I'm big on it. Again, I could wake up tomorrow with a problem. That's I'm not absolved from any issues just because I do what I do, but I would like to think the percentages go down, but thank you. Good day, mate. Yeah, they are huge. A lot of them are very old. I'm going to ask, hey, Edwin, some of these big trees, what do they call, what kind of tree is that? Acacia. Now, how many years old do you think those trees, over 100 years? Yeah, so he's saying they're acacia. Yeah, maybe over 100-year-old trees. So yeah, I mean, they are big and beautiful. Do ever any of the branches break off and fall down? Yeah, yeah. You have to be careful, But yeah, there's a lot of those acacia trees all along especially right here. Beautiful trees. Uh, Sula says my cats are looking for their breakfast, so I need to go. But it's great to see you, Michael, and everyone. Hope to see you again soon. Mind yourself and praying for your mom and family. God bless. Sula, as always. Thank you. God bless you. Um, Turn on your notifications. You'll find out whether I'm live. But I'm going to be going live quite a bit between now and when I leave Cebu to Korea. That'll be the end of it until I get back in the States. But thank you, Sula. Josh says independent plus common sense can get you a long way, I guess. I mean, yeah, it works for me. I mean, I've had people help me and guide me and show me things here too. It's not like I've just done everything on my own. Um, I've learned the best just doing it on my own and asking locals questions and trying to figure it out myself. Sometimes the best way to learn things and do things is, being thrown into the fire, baptized by fire sort of mindset, mentality. Sula, see you later, says Chris. Sula said bye to Chris. Good day, mate. Speedy recovery, mate. Sorry to hear that. Again, good day, mate. I appreciate you being here. Tony says, how far do your sisters live to your mother? Well, Central PA, Mechanicsburg. My one sister lives in Washington, D.C., and that kind of area. And then my other sister lives in like York, PA. She's like 20 to 30 minutes away. So yeah, my sister in DC is the furthest away. Then my other sister is 20 to 30. My younger brother is obviously living with my parents, taking care of them. And God bless my brother. Ultimate brother, ultimate sacrifice. Yes, I love the heat compared to T minus 40. Heck yeah. Roberto Aiello, hello, my friend. Great to see you. Good to see you also. Tony says hello to Edwin. Mitch says our internet and power is really bad here. For the most part, the majority of the time, I'm just going to call you Mitch or Mitchum. Majority of the time, it works really well here. It's not that bad. I have to remember to take my power bank. I gave it to Edwin. He's holding my power bank for me. Normally, I'd say 90% of the time it works great. Then you have days like this. I just wish I knew I could have somebody tell me or find out what causes the issues just from my own, knowledge. And I'm interested in learning. That's why sometimes the internet is glitchy like it is. Uh, hey, Mick Gray, always nice to see you from Essex, England, UK. Appreciate you being here, Mick Gray. Hey, brother, if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. You also, Trevor. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Trevor. Where are you at now? Right by basically near the entrance of Silman College. I'm down this way. I'm trying to find any spot that the internet just doesn't kick me, but I don't think it really matters where I go. Fortune, hello, Master Fortune, but and LJB Sullivan. Appreciate you being here. But yeah, I'm just like kind of like the main entrance of Silliman College, which extends like down this way. This is like where it starts from the city and then it just goes the whole way down. But this is like the beginning of the campus for the most part. But nice to see. Oh, I don't just flip. Oh, stop. All right, Mr. Fortune, again, nice to see you. Good afternoon. Magandang hapon. Uh, the Duke of Duma. You humble me when you call me that. Uh, Trevor says kids had a birthday surprise for me when I got home. What was that? What was the surprise? But yeah, the trees are beautiful. Plus, it's shady for me. I'm not complaining. Just got home from traveling 85 round trip. Hope you had a good trip. Really good picture and audio. For now, Tony, for now. Fortune says, went to our annual NBA Finals watch party and my high school classmates, 19 attended. Wow, that sounds cool. I guess I don't even know what the NBA series is at now. They only play one game. I know the Knicks, I heard won. I just can't even get into the NBA anymore, Fortune. It's just the 80s basketball and the 90s and stuff was, I think, a little more legit. I just can't get into the NBA sports, even a lot of pro sports. It seems like I don't know if I trust the authenticity of it being rigged or not. Hope not, but I don't know. Trevor says big homemade cake. What kind of homemade cake? What flavor was that? Uh, Again, sorry for the technical difficulties today. Sorry I'm not being as active as I normally am. I'm trying to just like stay connected, but again, it doesn't even matter if I'm in one spot. Sometimes it just kicks out. But it, Miss Flo Flowers is here. Says hello. Weather looks nice here in Richmond, British Columbia. Is cold, 16. I don't envy you, Miss Flo Flowers. And at least the nice thing is when I go home to the United States on Monday, Tuesday, head back by plane. At least by the time I get back to Pennsylvania, it'll be warm and hot there, summertime. So that's one bonus. Me going home this time of the year versus March, the last time when I went back, it was still fairly cold in March. I didn't like that going from this weather to cold weather. Vanilla mixed with chocolate. Chocolate, I definitely love. That sounds like a good cake, Trevor. Fortune says our University of the Philippines in Diliman, QC also have many of those trees and they are facing each other. So when their branches arc, they cover the road. Yeah. Yeah, my flight starts Monday, Fortune. 6:15, 6:20. I depart Dumaguete on Cebu Pacific to Cebu. I'll be there within an hour. So from like 7 o'clock or after until 1 a.m., my flight departs at 1 a.m., which is technically June 9th, Tuesday, Cebu to Seoul, Korea, and then Seoul, Korea to Atlanta, Georgia, then Atlanta, Georgia to Pennsylvania. Miss Flo Flowers said, or SFM, Trevor says, Miss Flo is 12 hours from me, raining here all day. Just last year, I loved watching Caitlin Clark of the Indian Fever. She is magic. Yeah, I don't know if that's true, but I read a rumor that they think she's going to get traded or she's going to go to the Los Angeles Sparks. I don't know if that's just something I glanced upon earlier. I don't know if that's true, but I did hear that. Mannix Bishop says Ray Bans or Oakley. These are Ray Ban. I prefer Ray Bans over Oakley, to be honest with you. I had Oakley's a long time ago. These are prescription though. Progressive lenses, transitional. Yeah, Ray Bans. I love Ray Bans. Fit comfortably. I don't like the glasses that have like the nose pads sitting on. I don't like those. I just like these. Yeah, four total legs. Four total flight legs. Yep. Duma to Cebu, Cebu to Korea, Korea. Oh, wait, one, two, three. Yeah, four. Yep. Will you be doing live walks from Pennsylvania back home? Yeah, I'm gonna try and do them. Yeah, at the request of some, maybe it's more interest from Philippine locals that watch my channel. They want me to share where living or my home in the United States in Pennsylvania. So I'll be as creative as I can, Miss Flo Flowers. Could be some food stop somewhere, or people are definitely going to see how much more expensive it is to eat out. Probably do Mexican food, most definitely. Maybe even some Italian. I want you to see the pizza that I would go and get when I get pizza. Uh, Italian, like privately owned places. But yeah. Hey, thank you, Jeff Johnson. Have a great weekend. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to be ending my live stream soon anyway. I think my safest bet is kind of finishing up here at the college, and then I'm going to eat. I need to eat uh, my breakfast and lunch all in one. Yeah, Miss Flo Flowers, they could be interesting. Pennsylvania's 3 hours ahead of Trevor. Um, I'll do my best. I'll still have my positive energy. I don't know if it'll be quite as positive and energetic as I am here in the Philippines, but I'll do my best. What is this? Jay Nelson said, "Oh, Knicks won game two. Oh my gosh." I would say I'm surprised by that. But then again, I was actually surprised by who actually made the finals too. Wow, up 2-0. And weren't were they the first two games, were they in New York or in San Antonio? Phil's is no joke, guys. I love it here, Jay Nelson. Definitely no joke. I love it here. Trevor says, remember everyone to hit the thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to ring your bell. Let's get the 70. Maybe, yeah, if double tap, give me a like. If you're feeling generous, give me a double tap like. And if you're really generous and you want to support and follow my channel, the journey of Simple Michael here from the US, living in the Philippines, but soon to be going back to the States for a month on Monday, I'd greatly appreciate it. Um, Oh wow! So they were both in San Antonio. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll be doing my. I only eat like twice a day, Mr. Mikey. A breakfast, lunch combo meal, and then dinner. That's it. Uh, that's it. So yeah, I usually do like mushroom coffee in the morning, another cup of coffee, Spanish latte in this coffee shop at Cohi, and then I walk up this way. Fernando Contreras. Thank you so much, my friend. You didn't have to do that, and I know you don't have to do anything. You can do whatever you want, but buy yourself a burrito when you get back home. Thank you so much, Fernando. It's nice to see you here anyway. I appreciate the super chat. I'm definitely gonna go to some of my favorite Mexican spots. Mexican food is my favorite food. I have to admit, it's it's my favorite food. I do love Philippine food. I enjoy Philippine food, no doubt. But Mexican food has always been number one to me, from burritos to quesadillas to tacos to enchiladas to chimichangas, whatever. Mexican food, soft tacos, hard shell, everything. Uh, Barbacoa beef to whatever. Chicken tacos to fish tacos, you name it. But it'll be interesting for people because I'm going to reveal how much it is. I might have to convert from USD to Philippine pesos for people just to get an understanding, an idea how much more expensive food is. I mean, granted, I love Mexican food that much, a lot, that I'll be okay. I won't be eating Mexican food every day, but I certainly miss it. Again, Fernando, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Food at the American airports are expensive. Yeah, I don't. I'm good on the plane. At least when I get to Atlanta, we'll see how I feel. I don't know much food to be serving from Atlanta to Harrisburg, but They feed you well on Korean Airlines. So that 15-hour flight or whatever it is from Korea to Atlanta, I'm not worried about being going hungry. Um, that's why if I want a latte or a coffee, I'll have to get one either in Korea before I get on the plane or Atlanta. Yeah, enchiladas. Merlady, slight question. Go ahead, Merlady. Ask away. You can ask any question you want. Um, I'm sorry for like this standing on the corner. I'm still in college, but this seems to be the only place that the internet's not kicking me off. But I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. I don't know if you can see the ocean through there, but like if you peek, yeah, that's how close the ocean is from the university. So, yeah, I'm not that far from the water. But ask away. What question do you have, Merlady? You said a slight question. Miss Flowers, Miss Flo Flowers says, is it a 15-hour direct flight? Well, I'll be on a couple flights. The longest flight leg I'm on is from Seoul, Korea to Atlanta, Georgia. That's around 15 hours or so. 13 to 15. That's the longest big chunk flight. But it's also I've flown on Korean Airlines once when I came back here last June from USA. It was the most pleasant, enjoyable airline I've ever flown on. So if anybody's ever going to come to the Philippines, and yeah, you can get part of your flight through Korea before you come to the Philippines, I highly recommend Korean Airlines. I enjoyed it. And the food was amazing. Uh, Merlady, I thought you were asking, you said slight question, but maybe you're not going to ask. Merlady says, hi again. I'm going back. Did I miss something? Oh, yeah, Mr. Mike, you said eating is important. Oh, yeah. Uh, yeah, I'll be doing live walks. Mm, I don't know. Miss Flo Flowers, 15 hour. Where are we at? 107 minutes. I mean, I guess the best thing I could do is, I don't know, walk back the other way. But I need to remember to get my power bank from Edwin before I leave. But yeah, it's another beautiful day here. Our lady says, I had to restart my phone. Do they serve menudo in your hometown? I'm assuming that's food. And I remember the band called Menudo. And I thought the singers in Menudo, I think they were from Mexico or they were Spanish. I don't even know if I've ever what I don't even know if I know what Menudo is. I mean, if it's food, I don't know if I've ever even had Menudo or what it is, Merlady. You might have to educate me. Mhm. What is Menudo? The only Menudo that pops in my head was that 4 or 5 man boy band way back when, Menudo. They were pretty popular. I remember them. I don't know if I remember the song off the top of my head that was their first big hit, uh, Merlady, but I apologize for not remembering. Mexican soup made with tripe. Okay. I don't know if I've ever tried it. I've had tripe before. That's fish. I'm pretty sure tripe is fish. I think it was, or some kind of sort of seafood. I think. I don't know if I've ever had the Mexican soup, Merlady. I will. I guess I can inquire about that, menudo. They have basically almost every other kind of Mexican food. Menudo is a kind of soup. It has tripe in it. So tripe is fish, correct? I think it is. Menudo is from Puerto Rico. Huh. Now I had some Puerto Rican friends, some friends from Puerto Rico that were living in America that worked for this company, this Apple distribution center that I was at for some of my uh, working career. I don't think I've ever tried it, but tripe I'm familiar with because I'm almost definite I'm waiting for someone to tell me. Isn't tripe fish? think it is, or seafood or something. No, I'm gonna just take this now before I forget, because I know you're leaving soon. Yeah. And I gotta go get something to eat soon anyway. Oh, tripe is intestines. Um, you know what? I think maybe you're right. I don't know why I thought fish for tripe. Um, I know I've heard of tripe before, but I just don't know what if I ever had it. Uh, Cassidy, thank you. Tripe intestines. Maybe I think you got. Well, that's two of you. Miss Flowflower said the same thing, so maybe you guys are on to something. Maybe it is. Um, Trevor says, "Hey brother, if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, good night." Thank you, Trevor. Mexico makes it too. We don't have a lot of Puerto Rican restaurants in the West Coast. I know there's Puerto Rican food, I think, in Pennsylvania, if I remember correctly. And I did have friends from Puerto Rico that worked at this big distribution warehouse and apple juice distribution center. Do you like tortillas? What are sopapilas? Add tortillas. I like tortillas. Menudo, the boy band from Puerto Rico. There we go. Then that explains it. So they spoke Spanish, obviously, from Puerto Rico. Will you miss Philippines cuisine? Oh yeah, I'll miss it, Sam. I mean, I'm gonna miss the people first and foremost. I mean, I already missed them already, and I haven't even left yet. If that tells you anything, I'll definitely miss them. All right, so it is tripe is intestines. All right, now we're on that. Not fish, but intestines. Trying to remember when I know somebody ate tripe. They were talking about it, and I was in America too. They were eating tripe with something. Uh, like spotted tick. That's funny, John. I think it is part of the cow stomach where they hold the grass and they shrew all the time. Yeah, I think we're on to something. Part of the digestive system somewhere, probably in a cow. Scottish. Tripe is a small that it looks like noodles. Somewhere in my life, I've either seen it, heard someone mention tripe. I just can't remember when. Interesting subject to talk about tripe. That's why these chats, live streams can always be interesting. Above and beyond the Philippines, remember we've talked about tripe now. We've talked about getting Lyme's disease from ticks before, all sorts of stuff. Liam Holt says, one time I was at a lake and then my foot slipped in and I saw the frogs really up close, and my sister has been drunk thinking about it ever since. Nightmares about frogs. Hey, we all have traumatic things that happen in our lives, even frogs. I've seen some big frogs here in the Philippines. I mean, really big, like a bull. They're big, like a bullfrog thing. They're loud. They sound like a cow. Um, Stomach lining, Chris says, from animals. Yep. Tripe can be in Chinese food dishes. Here in Canada, it's put in dog food. I'm sure it has some health benefits. I mean, I know I'm like a big supporter. I love liver, chicken liver, beef liver. Even someone who was eating pork liver, I think, not that long ago. Fernando says menudo in Puerto Rico means money. Okay, that makes sense, Fernando. Like I said, the first thing I thought of when I heard menudo was that band. Donnie is here. Donnie Halcomb says potted meat has tripes in its stomach linings. I'm glad I learned this. Now I'm actually going to remember that. Part of intestinal stomach linings, something in the digestive system. That's good to know. I wouldn't have known that hadn't we spoke about it. I don't know why I thought fish, but at least I knew it was something that was edible. I don't know if I've ever eaten it though. I don't think. And if I did, I don't remember. All right, I'm going to head down this way before I wrap up the live. Dog food in Canada is high in yeast, and heard people make swish with dog food up north because the store won't sell them yeast. Interesting. Didn't know that. Greg Masters is here, says hello, Sir Michael. Donnie says yes, about the tripe, obviously. All right, Edwin, I'm going to walk down this way because I got to go. Whoops. I didn't want to do that. Hold on. I just wanted people to see you. Hello. Hi. Bye bye. Take care. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Amping. Yo, amping. Guapo 1A. My Guapo 1A. There he is. Handsome Edwin. I'll see you tomorrow, my friend. You look sleepy now. Yeah. You need a nap. Bye bye, my friend. Amping. Made sure I brought my power bank. Didn't want to forget that. Can you get avocados in the Philippines? I think you can, but I've rarely seen them. Uh, and that's another thing I miss, Tony. I'll be eating plenty of avocados when I get back home. Avocados, my wild Wayman blueberry, frozen wild blueberries you get from Costco's. My A2 Bulgarian yogurt with honey and organic granola. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of food I'm eating. Did Edwin say goodbye? I don't know why they said goodbye, Edwin. Or Edwin later. Can you get, so yeah, avocados, I'm not so sure. I've never even seen plantain here. Although they have so many different varieties of bananas, maybe I thought it was a banana and it was a plantain. Uh, yeah, I have two of them. This is one that's magnetic, made by Anchor. It's good. And then I have one that's another Anchor power bank that you actually plug in. All right, so Dr. Red, there are avocado trees. I don't think I've, you know what? I did have an avocado, bigger, like a bigger version of an avocado. I've seen the bigger ones in the USA too, in the grocery store. They had like big ones, and then they had your normal ones. But I think those came imported from Mexico. Uh, Phone still dies, uh, but I watch lives all day. Well, I appreciate you watching me. Whenever you have the opportunity, I'm gonna head to one last place before where I'm gonna go eat. I'm probably gonna go to Ground Zero, just because I just want to go there. Like I said, I'm basically eating out until I go back home because I ate up all the food I have at my apartment. I ate it all up. Miss Flo Flower said, "Are the Amish in Pennsylvania?" Yes, they are. The Amish are in Pennsylvania. Not that far from me either. Lancaster, PA. There's a lot of Amish in Lancaster. Very nice people. Amazing carpenters. They are amazing carpenters, whether it's furniture in addition to a house, a deck, whatever. They're Amish people are amazing carpenters and very nice people. At least the ones I met are or were. Sonny Boy says checked luggage is allowed free of charge on Korean Air. So on your return flight, you can bring all your foods to stock up, whatever is not available. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the ballot buy-in box, Sonny Boy. I'm just gonna do the ballot buy-in for stuff like that, like my granola, the pumpkin seeds. Uh, what else? Maybe even some dark cacao chocolate. Hopefully it don't melt. I think it'll be all right as long as it's in the package in the wrapper. Gonna be like a lot of like non-perishable like foods, just dry foods. Granola for sure, pumpkin seeds for sure. I could even ship some good raw honey probably too. I would get raw honey from farms and stuff. Um, hey, April is here. Says hello, Sir Michael. How you doing, April? You know, I ran into Jella, your sister, and Jay yesterday at the mall. I think it was before they headed off to your province in Mabinai. I didn't see you. I didn't see Jet. I didn't see Jen. I don't know. Maybe you guys were already on your way. But I did see Jella and Jay at the mall. They were on their way out the door, I think. But nice to see you, April. Uh, Hakuna Mata. Hello, bro. How are you doing, my friend? I remember you. Uh, Hold on. Where did I miss my spot? Jerome is here. Hello, Kuya, my brother Jerome. Yeah, I'm doing some final live streams before I head home. Kuya, Jerome, my brother from the Philippines. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. I don't know if I'm going to see you before Monday evening or not. You'll have to let me know. Maybe catch up for a coffee or something, Jerome. Do they sell good food? Maybe take us to a live store. You mean in the U.S.? Depends on where I go, Miss Flo Flowers, but I'm definitely going to be doing some live stream food related U.S. American food tour streams for sure. DRT, Lancaster, PA is famous for the Dutch Amish east of Harrisburg, but all over Central and Southeast Asia, PA. Yeah. John said, wouldn't mind an Amish girl, but she'd probably get excommunicated. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's some beautiful Amish girls. But thank you for being here, April. Nice to see you. Hope you're having fun up in Mabini. I go home Monday, April, fly back to the USA for a month. Mannix Bishop says, when you get a chance, ask Google what the name of menudo means. Mannix, I need to do some educate myself on menudo. Although menudo soup, I now know about. Hakam Namata. Appreciate you being here. If I said that wrong. Uh, Chris is saying hello to April. Yeah, we were outside waiting for them. Ah, so you weren't in the mall to say hello, April. You know, April, you're the only one I haven't met yet. You are the only one, the last one I've met. I even met Jay, your brother, before you. Maybe when I come back, April, the pressure's on you. Maybe you trade me a cinnamon roll for a bag of torta. Okay, April. I'm gonna hold that to you. You're the last. Maybe you're saving the best for last. Maybe that's why I haven't met you yet. April says hello to Chris. Hello this morning. I remembered you, so I came here. I noted your channel name on my mob. Well, thank you for being here. I'm just gonna call you Namatata or something like that. I appreciate you being here. If you haven't given me a like, double tap. And who sent me? John, you sent me 100. I appreciate that super chat, John. God bless you and thank you always. I couldn't do it without you. I really appreciate everything you guys all do for me. Um, Mikey says, Michael, I'm going to dip out, but I'm wishing you a safe travels. Again, you'll see me popping up between now and Monday night, Tuesday morning before I head off. Vincent, hello, my friend. I'm doing good, Vincent. Appreciate you stopping here and getting ready to end this live stream. I got to go eat some lunch, get some water, and yeah, just enjoy my last couple days here in Dumaguete before I fly home to America for 1 month. But I'll be back. I'll be back. John said sub into April. Yeah, sub to April. She's in the very early stages of growing her channel. Uh, she's a local, she's like a neighbor to me here in the Philippines, although she's in Mabini now. They do live, you know, in Dumaguete when they're here. So April, like I said, you're the last one that I haven't met yet. So the pressure's on you. You're welcome. She says, thank you. You're welcome, April. But yeah, you guys that are blue, you can basically tap on her channel. She's an up and comer, very new. Um, Everybody set your notifications and double tap that phone on your way out. Thank you, Mr. Mikey. Uh, Sorry, guys, I don't come on YouTube often because I share YouTube tips on different platforms. I've already built 2 apps for YouTubers without any expectations, and I maintain them. That's really awesome of you. That's really cool. Haku Namata. I hope I'm saying that right. You know I'm trying. Merlady, take care. And here, I'm going to walk right down here before I sign off. I'll show you where I'm going to eat. I think usually when I go in the ground zero at this time of the day, there's not many people in here. I just want simple, something with eggs. That's what I'm gonna get right down here. Hopefully, it doesn't kick me off because the restaurant Ground Zero is right down here on the right. And then I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody and thank you for being here. I even think my hand's getting numb. I'm holding this phone. But yeah, this is Ground Zero, Gen Z, Rendezvous, Ground Zero. That's where I go to eat on occasion. Yeah, there's not a lot of people in there, so it'll be perfect for me to go in there right now. But before I sign off, I have to at least do my due diligence and thank everybody who's dealt with the technical difficulties, who maybe some of you have even watched the stream from the beginning to end. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised, and I appreciate it always. So, yeah, behind me, Ground Zero, that's where I'm going to go. Uh, Jaon's going to do some stuff. Um, I think it's Hakuna Matata. I like the song. Hakuna Matata. I like that, actually. You made it very simple for me, Troy. I appreciate that. Um, I love moderators here. They're so kind to. Yes, they are kind, and I can't say that enough. We're like family here, and that's exactly how it is in the Philippines. I have my Philippine family, and I'm a YouTube family, and I'm blessed and grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. Tony says, okay, gang, we'll see you later. Let's pray for Michael and his mother, and we'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Be safe, Michael, and you better go eat. Yeah, I need food. I'm hungry. John, for sure, will send some prayers before bed. Thank you, John. Travel Flies, aloha, Travel Flies. Getting ready to wrap things up, but I'll be back tomorrow or later tonight. I'm just going to be popping up random. So if your notification bell's on, you'll know when I'm live. And if you can make it, great. If not, that's okay too. Merlady, safe travels. Again, you guys will see me. Fernando Contreras, God bless you. Thank you always. Chris, God bless you and thank you always. Every one of you, thank you for today. Thank you for every live stream. I'm blessed. It's a blessing. I don't take any of this for granted. And you guys are all part of my life too. And I bless you for that. Guys, if you need any analytics regarding YouTube or anything, just ask me. You're always welcome. Haku Nama Tata. Maybe that's better. You're always welcome. Enjoy my lunch as traveler Loida Gonzalez, Philippines. Hello, Loida Gonzalez. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Sorry, I'm getting ready to end things. Chris says thank you. Prayers to Michael's mom, Mr. Michael. Mikey, thank you. Enjoy your day, Kuya. Everybody, thank you. Choose happiness, make the most of life. Don't focus on the noise and the negativity. I'll talk to you guys all real soon. Enjoy your day. Thank you. God bless. Dr. Red, as always, signing out. See you all later. Thank you so much. Time to eat. Vince, Vincent, you little sneak. Vincent, thank you so much for slipping that in there. Thank you. God bless you. Appreciate you always. I'll be back real soon. I'll be back. Fernando, my lady. Love you guys. See you later.